I apologize for the wind noise, but I just want to give you a quick introduction of my little house on the wheels. This is my Geo Pro 19 FBS. Let's go take a look inside. Now this does have a slide out, which is where that couch is. And with that slide all the way out as it is right now, look at the amount of floor space you have in this trailer. It's huge. For a little camper, it's amazing. Of course, every area they could put cabinets and drawers, they do. So lots of room up above here. Still have to organize this stuff yet. Room up top, plenty of cabinets down below. They even give you a little drawer to put like a sponge or a wash rag, so it doesn't get wet and leaks down below. Now I took the liberty of adding in the paper towel holder you see up in the corner here, which is super convenient when you have a small area like this, but this is great because if you do want to take it outdoors, you just slide it off the bracket and you can put it on the countertop or take it outside to the picnic table or whatever you want to do. It's a nice 3-cooked top burner. And this is a flush mount glass top, so I have additional counter space when I need it, when I'm not using it. And when I am using it, it gives me a little backsplash to keep the back window clean. It's also got a vent hood and a light, a fan, and another light here specific for the kitchen that I can turn on and off by itself. To the left of that is going to be the entertainment area, where I've got I think it's like a 19-inch LED TV with a stereo. It's Bluetooth capable, a couple of speakers. And this TV does come out on an arm, so I can pull this whole thing out and pivot it around. And it's got a bevy of all kinds of goodies in here. USB ports, a cable connection if I do plug into cable at a campsite, which I doubt I ever will. Another plug, the 12-volt plug for the TV because it is 12-volt powered. And then this little guy right here is really cool. This is called a Wi-Fi Ranger. Think of it as a router in your camper trailer that looks around for available Wi-Fi networks and boosts up their signal so you can have better, faster speeds to them. Below the TV is going to be the wardrobe cabinet. You can put some shoes or all kinds of stuff in there. And then up here is a little hanger that you can put your shirts or pants or what have you. Or you can figure out what else you want to do with it. It's up to you. Below the bed is yet another one. They just take every square inch of space they can and make it useful. This little panel here actually comes off, and that's where you get access into the water pump and all the inside stuff of the camper trailer. Another plug there, as you can see. And nice touch on the side of the couch. They've got a drink cup holder on each end. They think of everything. The bed itself is called an RV queen, so it's not as long as a traditional queen bed in a house, but it's pretty darn close. And for somebody as tall as me, it works as long as there's extra room at the end of the bed. My previous camper trailer, the bed stopped and there was the wall, so I was always scrunched up. This camper trailer is wider, which now means at the end of the bed, there's another 8 or 10 more inches of room here. And that means I can stretch completely out and not touch the wall, which is incredible. Love it. As you can see, these windows are huge. There's one on each side of the bed. And then on the front of the camper is a windshield, which serves as yet another window. It doesn't open though, but it has the pleated shade pulled down right now. The rest of the windows in the camper have slow rise pull down shades for privacy. Cut down that light. And these windows use something called a jalousie to open up. So this knob at the bottom here, when you turn it, it just opens up the window from the bottom. And what's cool about this is that it does let airflow in, and also it's okay to leave them open when it's raining. You don't have to worry about rain getting in. Additional storage room up above here. Not sure what I'll put in there yet, but again, anywhere they can have room to store things, they put in a shelf. Same thing can be said for above the couch. You've got 3 other additional doors. These are all connected on the inside though. A big long shelf there for all kinds of more stuff. More stuff, more stuff. Behind the couch is the table, which can stow away in there. You can easily bring that out, set it up as a dining table here, or even take it outside. This trailer is equipped with solar on the roof, and that is what this is all about. This is the solar controller, which shows me how things are going with that. So even if I wasn't plugged into power, this is going to continue to recharge my batteries or trickle charge them so that I can continue to be off the grid and actually use the included inverter, which means all of the plugs in the camper can be used as normal household plugs, with the exception of really high wattage items like hair dryers and things like that you wouldn't be able to plug in. But a lot of the normal everyday stuff will work. Next to the door there, I've got the refrigerator and the microwave convection oven. This has to be plugged into shore power to work, but I have the option of using it as microwave, or with this guy here, I can run it as a convection oven with the heating element. It actually cooks very quick. The fridge will run on propane or electric. So a lot of my voyages here will be running on propane because I won't be plugged into anywhere with electricity. But as you can see, it's a pretty sizable fridge. Lots of storage. The top section here is actually a freezer, and it's got a fair amount of room in there for frozen goods. I bought a little fan that's battery operated that I'll put in the fridge here, that once the fridge is cooled down and I put the cold food in it, as I'm traveling and I'm not running propane, it'll stay cold in here for extended periods of time. It really loses the cold very, very slowly, so it'll run for quite a while, or stay cold for quite a while. And now, guys, the big reveal for yet another thing I love about this camper trailer, and that is the bathroom. Behind this door is what's called a dry bath, which simply means the toilet is not inside of the shower. They're separate, just like you'd find in your home. So I've got the flip flush toilet, the shower stall next to that, a beautiful skylight up at the top, which also adds additional headroom for tall people like me. Nice medicine cabinet, a towel rack, bathroom sink and holder for toothbrushes and what have yous, and then yet another storage down below the sink. So again, every square inch that can be used is used. There's even a plug in there. And the bathroom even has its own light switch. But that skylight just does a fantastic job during the day, keeping things nice and bright. Now this shower curtain actually is magnetically held along the side here. So when I go to pull and detach it, it actually runs on this runner here. And this is a very good sized shower stall, guys. This is going to give me plenty of room. You're not going to be, I mean, obviously things are going to be a little more cramped than normal, but it's very, very comfy. And One of the coolest things about this shower is when you're not plugged into power, meaning you're boondocking off grid, you have every drop of water is going to count. You can't waste any water. So one of the things that wastes a lot of water is you go to take a shower, right? You turn on the hot water, and what do? You wait for the water to get hot. That's a big, big waste of water. So this thing has something called a shower miser. And what it does when this valve is down here is it recirculates that water from the freshwater tank right back into the freshwater tank. When the water finally gets hot, that blue tube turns clear. That lets you know the water is hot. Then you pull the valve up and voila, you've got a hot shower without wasting a drop of water to get there. That is a huge, huge benefit. From there, you can just use the shower wand, which has a on-off push switch to conserve water to do your shower. That is the bathroom. Of course, the Star Trek in me couldn't resist, so on the inside of the door, yes, you will be boldly going. One other thing I wanted to mention is on the outside of the trailer is a very cool keyless entry pad. So rather than using the deadbolt and the regular key, or vice versa, I can punch in a code on the keypad and unlock or lock the deadbolt. This will allow me to go out on hikes and not have to worry about the keys. Down below the door is a rather unique set of steps. It's called the MORryde steps. And what's cool about them is that they do make contact with the ground, which makes them far more stable rather than the traditional RV steps that you climb in and out of and causes quite a rattle when you get in and out of the trailer. Also, toward the front end of the trailer is an enormous basement storage. This lies right underneath the main bed and goes all the way across the front of the trailer. So I've got room for my toolbox here, got plenty of stuff locked up in that, pulls out, it's got wheels, easy maneuver, all my other stuff, camping chairs, you name it, all throughout the basement storage.